There's a sign variation request on the consent agenda that we're gonna pull and refer back to zoning.
Who is it?
So
It's
I will
What's the issue?
mention it, Mayor, but what it is it's,
Lance's gonna pull it for us.
so it'll be 4A, it's a sign, directional sign variations. And they want to modify their plan, so we're gonna pull it off consent. And then we're gonna be a motion to remand it to the ZBA March 21st.
Wait a minute, what was that?
In your case, I'm like,
Oh, thanks.
I keep getting the church.
And they caught him.
That's crazy.
What is going on with comprised? I haven't seen them. Everybody in the line started on the line. Yeah. I did. You seen it there. And I don't want
I saw there was, I don't know where the rest of them are.
diagnosed with something.
Is there?
Yeah, there she said they're doing the colors.
Said she's taking some meds and stuff like that. What she did not.
I did. I told them when I came down earlier.
But I just thought you should see just the ones that I recognize the names.
3 minutes.
No, this is just a warm up. No, not really. It's not those extras we used to.
Usually we get
This many.
crazy snow today.
I know, that was.
Wasn't that
Snow
something?
today. Yeah. It snowed pretty heavy.
Yeah.
We drove up to halfway from us to Jennifer. Benny's Beverage Depot in Buffalo Grove is halfway. It was snowing so hard I could barely see.
Squalling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chandler's. Now, Chandler's and those.
Went through 3 of those and then had a couple more after we got back home and then the sun came out.
Yeah. And tomorrow's supposed to be 47.
It's like the weather in Oklahoma. If you don't like it, wait a minute. You know?
It was.
Yeah, we had a pretty cool March overall.
A lot of sunny days.
Yeah. That's true. Right? Hey, Julie?
Julie.
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 Are we still okay with 321? Okay. Great. Thanks. Not quite. Not quite. 2 minutes. That was a long minute.
Allison's ready for spring in white shoes.
One more minute.
Donate all that stuff, I know.
That's here. That's here. Half is here.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that's the thing I could
yeah, you gotta make sure we don't upset the apple cart.
do. Exactly. Those are, I mean.
This should be real. Second.
Thank you. I'll fix it.
Watched clock.
Yeah.
Return at 7.
It's time.
I got, okay. Anytime.
Let's call the meeting to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Daly?
Present.
Trustee Madej?
Present.
Trustee Dunham?
Present.
Trustee Sullivan?
Present.
Trustee Connolly?
Present.
Trustee Kozak?
Here.
President Larson?
Here. All present and accounted for at this time. I'd like to ask Mark Madej, Trustee Mark Madej, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Audience, please rise.
Do we have scouts? I thought we did.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Trustee Madej. Motion is in order for the approval of the minutes.
Move to approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve the minutes as presented. With all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. You have a list of bills and expenditures. Any questions, corrections, deletions? If not, a motion is in order.
Move to approve the expenditures as presented.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve the expenditures as presented. Would the clerk please poll the board?
Trustee Daly?
Aye.
Trustee Madej?
Aye.
Trustee Dunham?
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan?
Aye.
Trustee Connolly?
Aye.
Trustee Kozak?
Aye.
6 ayes, votes no nays, motion carries. Presentations. Presentation by Mr. Joe Podlasek to commemorate the 12th annual, the 13th anniversary of the Trickster Art Gallery at Town Squares. Is Joe here? Is it what they say about Indians? No? Well, maybe we'll catch him later on when he comes in. Liquor license request. Request from Miss Tomasa. Look for some help there.
Albana Bali.
Albana Bali for one Class A liquor license for Hyatt House located at 121 American Lane. New licensee is somebody here from the organization to talk about what they're going to do.
Step up to the podium. You want to sign in? And then sign in your
Lectern.
Alexander Hernandez, I'm the Assistant General Manager.
What are your plans at that location?
We're having a lobby and a H-bar for Hyatt, which will be installed, and that will be with the liquor licenses for, in our lobby area.
Any questions from the board? Any objections from the board? Hearing none. You want to pick up the necessary paperwork from the Liquor Commissioner's office to be background checked by the police department, positive response on that, as well as payment of the appropriate fee. A license will be issued.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You have attached to the regular agenda, consent agenda. Will take one motion from the village board to approve all the items on the consent agenda. If someone has a concern or question, please indicate that to me when we get to that point. We'll refer the matter to the standing committee for further discussion and to make a recommendation. And with that, I will turn the microphone, everything, over to the consent, over to the acting village clerk.
Consent agenda, Finance, Legal, Administrative, and General Government. Item A, the motion would be to approve the Finance Monthly Report for December 2017. Item B, the motion would be to approve the 2018 funding request of the Schaumburg Business Association for an estimated total of $50,000 and approve the required resolution. Item C, the motion would be to approve a redevelopment agreement by and between the Village of Schaumburg and Easy Does It LLC 17 and approve the required resolution. Item D, the motion would be to approve membership in the United States Conference of Mayors and that membership dues in the amount of $5,269 be paid. Item E, the motion would be to adopt an ordinance authorizing the return of an overpayment and closing Schaumburg Special Service Area Number 11. Item F, the motion would be to adopt a Schaumburg Legislative Action Program that addresses the priorities of the Village of Schaumburg for 2018. Item G, the motion would be to authorize the village manager to allocate village resources to establish reasonable procedures for transportation for the village president for official village business for meetings and events held within the Chicago metropolitan area, excluding daily commuting to the Atcher Municipal Center. Item H, the motion would be to approve a resolution authorizing a Class 6B tax incentive renewal for S&B Investments, Inc. at 1400 Wilking Road. Item I, the motion would be to approve a resolution authorizing a Class 6B term tax incentive for BDJ Trucking at 1425 Payne Road. Item J, the motion would be to approve a resolution authorizing a Class 6B tax incentive for Perfection Flooring at 811 Morse Avenue. Item K, the motion would be to approve the Septemberfest 2018 budget. Item L, the motion would be to approve the extension of the Carnival contract agreement with Fantasy Amusement Company, Inc. of Arlington Heights, Illinois, for total revenue of $111,000. Item M, the motion would be to award the contract for beer and malt beverages to Town and Country Distributors, Miller's Crows Brewing of Itasca, Illinois, for 2018 with option years for 2019 through 2021. Item N, the motion would be to approve the proposed village surcharges and prices for beverages to be sold at Septemberfest. Item O, the motion would be to approve a resolution opposing the Cook County tax incentive prevailing wage requirement. Transportation Committee. Item A, the motion would be to authorize the village manager to approve payment to Kimley Horn of Lyle, Illinois for the Whitfield Mall multimodal transportation study in an amount not to exceed $171,000 and approve the required resolution. Item B, the motion would be to authorize the village manager to execute an agreement for the Invest in Cook Greater Whitfield Area traffic improvements with Hampton, Lenzini, and Renwick, Inc. of Elgin, Illinois, for an amount not to exceed $63,572 and approve the required resolution. Item C, the motion would be to award the Higgins Road Bike Path Phase 2 engineering services to V3 Companies of Woodridge, Illinois, in the amount of $59,890 and approve the required resolution. Item D, the motion would be to approve the Illinois Department of Transportation local agency agreement for federal participation for the Higgins Road Bike Path and approve the required resolution. Item E, the motion would be to direct staff to include the concrete headers and drainage swales in the project scope for the hangar pavement rehabilitation project. Item F, the motion would be to direct staff to propose an amendment to the zoning code for electric vehicle charging stations for review by the Zoning Board of Appeals and develop an electric vehicle charging station pilot project on municipal property. Planning, Building, and Development Committee. Item A, the motion would be to adopt an ordinance repealing and replacing Chapter 153 Building Code of the Municipal Code of Ordinances to be effective May 1st, 2018. Item B, the motion would be to approve an annual entertainment license for Embassy Suites CHI Schaumburg Whitfield Hotel located at 1939 North Meacham Road. Item C, the motion would be to approve an annual entertainment license for Marriott Schaumburg Hotel located at 50 North Martingale Road. Zoning Board of Appeals. Item A, the motion would be to approve parking lot directional sign variations for LK Plastics.
1365 Mitchell Boulevard. Please pull this one for discussion on committee reports and a motion.
Okay. Item B, the motion would be to approve a special use for a daycare center for Blooming Minds Preschool, 653 Windsor Drive. Item C, the motion would be to approve a special use for a Type C restaurant for Spitico Cafe, 1148 South Roselle Road. Item D, the motion would be to approve a special use for a Type A restaurant for Bonchon, 1408 East Gulf Road, Woodfield Village Green. Item E, the motion would be to approve a special use for an auto facility for RNK Automotive, 1815 West Wise Road. Item F, the motion would be to approve a special use for a Type C restaurant and parking variation for Need Bakery, 233 West Gulf Road, Schaumburg Marketplace Shopping Center. Award a bid. The motion would be to approve the purchase of one Symetra PX40 modular UPS unit through U.S. Communities Government Purchasing Alliance Cooperative and approve issuance of a purchase order to Gray Bar of Glendale Heights, Illinois in the amount of $63,476.22. Resolutions. Item A, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-18-23, a resolution authorizing funding to Schaumburg Business Association for Economic Development Services. Item B, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-18-24, a resolution authorizing the village president and village clerk to execute a redevelopment agreement between the Village of Schaumburg and Easy Does It LLC 17. Item C, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-18-25, a resolution approving and authorizing the renewal of a 6B classification for 1400 Wilkening Road, Schaumburg, Illinois, S&B Investments, K&M Printing. Item D, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-18-26, a resolution approving and authorizing a 6B term classification for 1425 Payne Road, Schaumburg, Illinois, BGJ Trucking Corp. Item E, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-18-27, a resolution approving and authorizing a 6B classification for 811 Morris Avenue, Schaumburg, Illinois, Perfection Flooring, Inc. Item F, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-18-28, a resolution authorizing the village manager to approve payment to Kimley Horn for the Whitfield Mall multimodal transportation study. Item G, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-18-29, a resolution authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement for the Invest in Cook Greater Woodfield Area traffic improvements with Hampton, Lanzini, and Renwick, Inc. Item H, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-18-30, a resolution authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement with V3 Companies for the Higgins Road Bike Path Phase 2 engineering services. Item I, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-18-31, a resolution authorizing the village president to execute the Illinois Department of Transportation local agency agreement for federal participation with a local funding match not to exceed $26,290 for the Higgins Road Bike Path. Item J, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-18-32, a resolution opposing passage of Cook County prevailing wage tax incentive amendment. Ordinances. The motion would be to adopt as ordinance number 18-29, an ordinance granting architectural approval for 37 Pleasant Drive. Item B, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 18-
Question?
Question.
So at the bottom of the prior page, it says ordinances starting with 18-031. This actually says 29.
29 was numbered at the last meeting, but did not show up on the village's website, so therefore we're officially approving it tonight as 29 since
Okay.
it wasn't posted on the village's website.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Item B, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 18-31, an ordinance authorizing the return of an overpayment in regards to and closing out Special Service Area Number 11. Item C, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 18-32, an ordinance repealing Chapter 153 Building Code in its entirety and replacing it with a new Chapter 153 Building Code of the Municipal Code of Ordinances. Item D.
And item D, I would ask that it be pulled. It's related to item 4A, and we'll discuss it on committee reports, please.
Item E, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 18-33, an ordinance granting a special use for a daycare center for Blooming Minds Preschool, 653 Windsor Drive. Item F, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 18-34, an ordinance granting a special use for a Type C restaurant for Spitico Cafe, 1148 South Roselle Road. Item G, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 18-35, an ordinance granting a special use for a Type A restaurant for Bonchon, 1408 East Gulf Road, Woodfield Village Green. Item H, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 18-36, an ordinance granting a special use for an auto facility for RNK Automotive, 1815 West Wise Road. Item I, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 18-37, an ordinance granting a special use for a Type C restaurant and parking variation for Need Bakery, 233 West Gulf Road, Schaumburg Marketplace Shopping Center. This concludes the reading of the consent agenda.
And the motion should be to
Motion on the
approve.
consent agenda is to waive first reading. And go ahead.
Would be to approve all matters as read on the consent agenda with the exception of items 4A and 7D.
So moved.
Second.
I would like to be recorded as no on two items. They would be flag committee number H, which is the SB Investments KM Printing 6B Tax Incentive Renewal, and the accompanying resolution, which is under resolutions number C, R-18-25.
So noted. A couple of matters have been referred to standing committees as a result of Counselor?
No, now we just need a vote on the consent agenda with trustee Connolly's noted dissent from those two items. Can call the roll.
Trustee Daly?
Aye.
Trustee Madey?
Aye.
Trustee Dunham?
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan?
Aye.
Trustee Connolly? Trustee Kozak?
Aye.
6 ayes, votes no nays, motion carries. And Counselor?
Yes, so on committee reports now, the item which dealt with sign variation for LK, the petitioner is making some modifications to what has been proposed. The recommendation included some approvals, but also some rejections, and the petitioner is modifying the proposal. So the recommendation from staff is to move to remand the matter to the ZBA for further hearing on March 21st, 2018.
Motion's in order.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Would the clerk poll the board?
Trustee Daly?
Aye.
Trustee Madey?
Aye.
Trustee Dunham?
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan?
Aye.
Trustee Connolly? Trustee Kozak?
Aye.
6 ayes, votes no nays, motion carries. Counselor, anything further?
That's it on that. Thank you.
Committee, we had a committee report, comments from the audience. You have a chance to address the board on matters pertinent to the village of Schaumburg. Please indicate that to me, and we'll take it from the consent agenda to discuss it under committee reports. Hearing none. Council report.
The only thing I have is you may have noted that on your agendas was originally scheduled a closed session that is no longer needed, and so at the close of the public business, a motion to adjourn would be in order. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Counselor? President's report. I have a couple of nominees to the September Fest Committee on the agenda. Look for the appointment of Ms. Natalie Myrant and Ms. Laura Jensen upon completion of the appropriate committee documentation.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Opposed, motion carries. Welcome. Yeah, I know you've been involved in September Fest in years past, so just re-welcome. Manager's report.
No report tonight.
And voice change. Yeah. Any new business that are going before the board? Any unfinished business come before the board? Trustee comments, mentions. Your comments are in order? Motion to adjourn is in order.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Thank you, folks.
Well, maybe that's why it's so quiet. It's only 20 after 6.